vulnerable how
Later
the
on, yeah, man.
execution of this is going to be, because it's not the first time he's done it virtually. He has done part virtual
For sure.
with crowd, but no, he's fully virtual. Want to
Yeah.
find out how that's going to go.
And I think the people, them kind of into the virtual thing, I mean, with light of what's happening with the pandemic and so on. So,
No
yeah,
choice.
should be interesting, should be nice. Of course, we reminded the buzz is bold, unbiased, zooming in on the hottest in entertainments. Of course, that's what we're going to do for the next hour and a half, is it?
You know, one of the things that since the COVID-19 pandemic, the entertainment industry has taken a massive hit for real.
It has.
And tours have been canceled.
Mhm.
Entertainers are not getting much bookings. And,
Mhm.
and now that there is a vaccine, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it becomes mandatory to travel, how many entertainers are willing to take the vaccine?
And how many will refuse it?
Well,
So we're looking forward to, having a discussion on this for sure.
well, Shaggy says he'll be the first in line for the COVID vaccine.
I can tell you this. Reggae veteran Cocotti said that for him, the vaccine is a total no-no.
You can just imagine how Shaggy when he will get Alfine vaccine.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
When Mr. Burrell, could you call Shaggy? Oh! But when him get it, oh!
But I was about to think he was going to say, no, it wasn't me.
It wasn't me. No,
It wasn't me
him-
who
well,
said that.
Him first in line.
But him said, I must say, it wasn't me who said I was going to be first.
Exactly.
But Cocotti definitely not feeling that energy right now. I mean, it can change, you know what I mean? But yeah.
Can I tell you, most of the Rastafarians I talk to,
Yeah.
no, them knowing the COVID vaccine.
All right, watch this now.
Yeah.
Watch this now, Bones. I personally believe so, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that it might work this way or not.
Right.
But if it is that them say, I hear me, in order for you to grant you the visa for travel
The work permit.
and the work permit and do the shows, then you have to go take the vaccine. Me can tell you this, the line I got
Line.
long.
No, well, when I meant Rastas or Rastafarians, I
Yeah,
meant them
yeah.
in general.
Right.
Because the one them who not necessarily are going to travel.
Yeah.
They might just say, no Rasta, like a turmeric and ginger and
Eh,
Ju- them
eh.
done. But I don't know.
When you
Would
when you
you
come
take the
on-
vaccine if it's available?
For me, all right. Interestingly, I know at some point I probably would.
Yeah.
But at the start of it, I was a little concerned with many other things. So
Yeah.
many different things to think about. So I am actually watching the process,
Right.
and I more than likely, if it is that it comes to the test and I have to take it, then I will. But I wouldn't be one of the persons who would say, yo, me that the first of the line. But definitely want to see what I go on for a little bit.
Well, I'll tell you with me. I've seen, or when I see certain influential figures take it, and I personally will be the first at the front of the line to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it is the efficacy of the vaccine is proven, and it is proven to work, and with minimal side effects,
Yeah.
versus what happens when you get infected with the virus, I would take my chance with the
All right.
vaccine.
One of my concerns is that, we've been hearing since 2021 that there's a different, kind of COVID out there.
A variant.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, oftentimes you wonder whether or not if it is that the vaccine has a lot to do with that first initial COVID-19 and might not necessarily be that.
Well, all right, and I'll tell you what it is. That
Yeah.
is something that I've been watching also.
For this new one.
Well, there's three variants,
Right.
of what we understand. So there's one from Africa, there's one from England, and now we understand there's even one from the States, and there's even one from Japan. Now, what they are saying is that these vaccines, which would be the Moderna and the Pfizer, they are effective against the variants. The problem with viruses, because they mutate
There you go.
so much sometimes, apparently when they did their studies, it will work against those. But there's more than likely the virus will mutate again.
I think so.
And if it does, it may not be effective with the vaccine. So we have to watch and see. But
Fully,
right now,
I mean,
what I see with
it's
the
a work in progress, and I do think that the vaccine, this is not the ending as it relates to vaccines. For COVID-19, I definitely think that, they're going to continue. They're still working in the labs right now as we speak, so I'm sure they're going to come up with something where, them say,
Let's be
this is the
congratulated to
ultimate.
them.
But for sure, definitely we have to.
You find a vaccine in 9 months for a totally different type of coronavirus, because coronavirus is a family of viruses.
Many viruses, yeah.
I wish they could have found a vaccine for cancer.
I was saying this. I was just about to say that.
And
I was saying that. Listen, for the amount of time where cancer really dead, and so many millions of people losing their lives for cancer as well. Why is that? There's not a vaccine yet for cancer.
I think cancer kills, but cancer is not airborne, and you can't catch cancer by blowing mist on somebody.
Right.
And the way people were dying,
has importance.
It's just as important.
Yeah, man. I mean, definitely a lot of persons, have so many persons losing loved ones, millions of people. Not necessarily in the same way the virus, COVID-19 virus happened, but
exactly.
So it is a concern as well.
And I think if they can do it this quickly for this particular virus, they can do it for cancer too.
Definitely.
They can do it for HIV too. They can do it for all of those.
Of course.
Yeah.
Christopher Martin is advising fellow artists to embrace the COVID-19 vaccine once it becomes available. So he's one person who is saying, yeah, man, go for it, man, do it.
Well, you see, it's when it becomes mandatory, you see them treat the government, they better embrace it if they don't want it to feel good.
Yeah, but I know that, listen out, if it is that it comes to bread and butter and a man say, I forgot to eat my food, and them say, listen, you have to take this if you want to. Go there.
Right.
Then,
and once it's proven to be effective,
yeah,
minimal side effects, prayerfully none,
yeah,
then I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's what I say too. I'm looking at all of
that. You got vaccines for measles and smallpox and flu and some other virus.
And we should encourage you too that a lot of persons, I mean, we've heard of cases where persons took it and then caught the COVID-19, but a lot of persons don't understand that, listen, when them take the vaccine, you take a couple of days, it take probably a week before it fully come in effect. So anything can happen within those days that you know.
Yeah, what we understand, especially with both of them, you have to take 2 shots. And the first shot is normally, it gives you a bit of protection, but the 95% efficacy happens after the second shot.
Bones, more you take a shot. Take it, man.
Let me ready, man. Ready? Shot what? COVID-19. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Take the vaccine.
Yeah, man.
Take the vaccine,
Senator, man.
Yeah, man. Right. So definitely we have an interesting program ahead. I mean, you don't know. Big up the entire team, of course, here as always. Of course, on social media, we have Peter Broadbent. We have Tristan Wilson, we have Shanice Williams, our producer for this evening, Sandrika Masters, and of course our technical operator, DJ Lollipop. Big up on yourself every time. Yeah.
Yeah, the team is here in full effect.
Yeah, definitely.
And we're going to be talking to a couple of people tonight. First of all, we're going to be having a little chat with I-Octane. Wonder what's going on with that brother for a minute. We haven't spoken to him in a while, eh?
Yeah, in a minute.
So we'll find out what's going on with I-Octane. We're going to be also talking to Denyque. And of course, the inevitable fresh vegetable Tony Rebel.
So much things to come. But for now, you don't know we are going to kickstart because we have some pre-recorded features. Yeah. Definitely that has been, coming your way since the beginning of 2021. So you don't know we have a packed program. So of course, the first feature for the night is the social media highs and lows. Of course, Tristan Wilson and Shanice Williams. It's all about the social media highs and lows. So many highs and lows happen in social media. Here we go.
Take it away.
For social media highs.
World Boss Day either without Tanisha Johnson, aka Shorty, repping for her boo. She commented on the one of post saying, "Happy birthday, my husband. I love you." And he responded saying, "I love you, babe," with 4 heart emojis.
Aw, that nicey.
Bad. Later that evening, she went live on Cartel's official Instagram page with her 2 boys, Little Addy and Little Vibes, at what seemed to be a white and gold birthday party for the DJ.
Well, says one piece of excitement, but all love for the world boss.
I know, right? Festive, real bad. Vibes Cartel went on to release a 5-track EP titled Dancehall Royalty the next day, which features 2 of his sons, Little Addy and Little Vibes, Sika Rhymes and Renee 630.
So from Popcorn getting some heat to World Boss Day, who do you think took social media this week? Let us know. But while that's for another conversation, check it before you click it, because once you hit send, you may be a social media high or low.
And that's your social media highs and lows. Catch us next week for What's Buzzing.
While that's for another conversation, check it before you click it, because once you hit send, you may be a social media high or low.
And that's your social media highs and lows. Catch us next Wednesday for What's Buzzing. I'm Tris.
And I'm Shanice.
Bye.
Why?
Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you very much, Tristan Wilson, and of course, Shanice Williams for social media highs and lows. A whole thing did go on social media,
Well, of course, we always talk about social media and the responsibility that has to be shown,
Definitely.
especially when you get on that platform, because once it's posted, you may delete even your account,
No, you
but the
can't take it
data,
back.
they can't take it back.
Yeah, man. People can still see the post, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So you have to be very careful. So a lot of times you have to just learn to post responsibly.
I don't go drink alone.
Flossy. Exactly.
You see what I say?
You think of what is happening, think about what you're going to do, and think of the people or the demographic that you're going to put this information
Absolutely.
out to. And then you post, just
People,
post.
2021, we don't do that no, man. A whole heap of things just get with just some loose post going on 2020. We don't need that for 2021, right?
Exactly. And that is something that we need to just make sure that we emphasize. Responsibility, and of course, just a little bit of planning before you put out these things. But most times you hear people say, think before you talk.
Yeah, man.
Well, think before you post.
Yeah, man.
Just as
Think
simple
before
as
you
that.
click.
There you go.
Yes,
well,
that'll be.
yeah.
All right, so we're going to go for a first commercial break. Stick and stay. The EBUZZ continues after this.
Don't move.
Tile Arcade, see you drive Lucy. We stock toilets, basins, granite countertops, porcelain, tin set, grout, doors, faucets, shower enclosures, glass, blocks, and so much more. Call us 810-9069, WhatsApp 807-8840. The time by Tile Arcade is...
It's 8:46.
Kaboom! Kaboom! Hurry! Them little fool there try copy them for stop it!
All right, want to welcome you back to the EBUZZ. Of course, we're here. We're definitely talking about so many different things for tonight, but particularly we're talking about entertaining as of course, the COVID-19 vaccine. Yeah, so you don't know, we did promise our listeners that we're going to be speaking with our special guest for
I-Octane.
this evening, I-Octane.
I-Octane, Mr. Muir. Good. Man, the man busy way out. Well, I tell you. Well, the last time I give one man I give a big intro like that, nothing.
Nothing come out, right?
Phone just dead.
I saw the phone thing come on, you don't know. So we're going to sort out the thing and get back to I-Octane in a few.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, one of the entertainers that is, continuously, he's doing shows. I mean, in COVID-19, since the whole COVID-19, he's been doing a few shows here and there, among many other entertainers.
That's true. One of the most interesting things about COVID-19 is that we have certain countries around the world
True.
that have it actually quite under control.
True.
A country like New Zealand,
Yes.
no COVID
Yes.
cases.
Yes.
Thing is down there is back to normal. Why? Mitigation. They were very early in managing it. They were very early to close their borders.
Lockdown.
Yeah, and they
Nobody
did
in, nobody out.
nobody in, nobody out. I mean, and it is typically New Zealand is the prime minister is a lady, so she
Yeah.
don't ramp. What has happened is that they have gotten a way to control it. Down there's absolutely normal. And the ironic thing is, the place that they say it started from, which is in Wuhan, China,
Right.
back to normal too.
Yeah.
But the world having problems.
Oh.
London and Europe and
London is having it on a different
Germany
level,
too.
you know what I mean?
And
United
America.
States, yeah, man.
America is the worst in the world now.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
persons, they can, say it's caused by a number of different things.
Well, mismanagement is for one.
Yeah, for sure.
And I tell you something, when we have a situation where we have to be very careful of how we protect ourselves, even more so because of the variants, 70% more infectious. And on top of that, you have a caseload of 4,000 people dying in one day.
In one day, and that's ridiculous.
That's
I mean,
rough, man.
come on, peeps,
That's
man.
rough.
You know, it all starts, everybody has a role to play. Everybody has their responsibility. And of course, it's your health. I mean, come on.
And do not think that it's just people who are in the older age group that are predisposed.
No, it's everybody.
People young and athletes.
Everybody. So listen, just play your role, play your part. I mean, you know, some persons suffer. I think some persons are getting a little bit comfortable, you know, with exercising the protocols. And I don't see it as aggressively, you know, being implemented as much as I saw it in the last few months, you know.
One of the things I think that is happening, Mackie, is there's a little bit of COVID fatigue. It's been the onset of the COVID, the shutdowns were rigid. Now, if you lock up a man in one room for over a period of time, you're not gonna say, boy, we're tired of this.
Yeah, man.
But they need to understand, and these things have to be reinforced.
Right.
That it's your life. And you have to be very, very, very stringent with the thing. So people wash your hands often.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, better to wash it with soap.
Absolutely. Even before you reach if you don't have any soap or water, then you sanitize and whatnot. And we encourage you, this is very important, we encourage you to keep a social distance. I mean,
that is actually very important.
Yeah, because that is the part that I find that persons are saying, oh, yeah, we can't go closer to somebody in the line because, you know, I have on my mask. No, man, still stay a distance. Still follow the guidelines and make sure that you play your part, because oftentimes you never know, you never know.
Well, one of the true things is that sometimes, depending on the environment that you're in, it is actually impossible to social distance.
Right.
But it is very important that you wear the mask all the time, especially once it's not you alone stand up anywhere, and the minute somebody the mask need to be on.
Right away.
And a good mask, not the mask them that actually spread it. You have some masks that spread it, you know.
And another thing is that you have some persons who don't want, I mean, you know, the mask thing, you can wear a mask, you know, but if it is that your mask too need to change. Some persons not practicing that part either, because, you know, some persons say, yeah, me I wear my mask, but when we look for your mask, we know, say, boy, the mask there, you know, it's been a minute.
But you know, whoever wear them the dirty mask,
it's been a minute.
Them good for breathing that the air there. Them supposed to suffocate for them own.
It's been a minute.
Or if them have a little bad breath and they blow back them. I'm gonna kill myself.
I don't think the mask is even working effectively.
The mask went to its own union.
Yeah, man.
And so me gonna stop work.
Look, if you get a couple of hours, you know what I mean, or, you know, you want one full day and, you know, just park it.
If you can get the little small, the regular disposable ones that are old.
Yeah, man, park it, man. Some people are the disposable ones, some people are wear for weeks.
Yeah, but they have the ones like a scarf, but they don't wash it either.
Yeah, come on, man. You know, free up
it's
the
your health.
Yeah, we understand this up, man. And, you know, it's not really that expensive either. You know what I mean?
I think $100 for a little one.
Yeah, man.
And some place.
Yeah.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
But we're imploring, though, wash your hands often. Make sure you sanitize, social distance.
Yes.
And of course, we're just wanting to make sure you wear the mask.
Yeah, man. Exercise all protocols. You know what I mean?
Very important.
All protocols. All right, so we're still waiting. And then, of course, he's online now. All right. So we're heading to our phone lines once again. I-Octane, good evening, sir.
Mr. Muir, good evening, sir.
Bones, what's up?
How are you, sir? How you doing, sir?
Blessed Octane.
Happy 2021, my brother.
Where I say?
Can you hear us, Octane?
I don't hear you.
Octane look like him have a slight, just like a few seconds delay.
Yeah. Can you hear us? We're wishing you
loud and clear.
We've been hearing you. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
We've been hearing you. Can you hear us now?
Loud and clear. Quote them up. Make out your voice. That bone voice can't hide. Blessed New Year.
Blessed New Year, sir. All right, give thanks, Octane. How things? I mean, let us ask you first and foremost, where are you exactly?
Well, I'm in Miami right now.
You're in Miami?
Floor up, looking on the ground, talking to famous Mr. Bones and quote the man. Give thanks to life.
I'm glad that you're doing well. And Octane, one of the things I wanted to find out, you know, several entertainers have been encouraging fellow entertainers to take this COVID-19 vaccine when it becomes available. How do you feel about their statements? How do you feel about them encouraging? And what is your status on the vaccine?
Well, as an entertainer, first and foremost, if it's mandatory, you have no way around it. Only way of around it is to do something different from music.
Right.
Or just stay in Jamaica. But if you want to capitalize, in the world and with your fans, and it's mandatory, then how can you go around it? It's like you cannot take a ship or you cannot swim. So we have to be more realistic when it comes to that. All right. Different from that, each and every person, each individual entitled to his or her opinion.
Right.
So if an entertainer decide that, because this is just my perspective, if an entertainer decide that, it's mandatory and I don't want this in my body, it's either her right.
Right.
So, but it comes with repercussions and it comes with sacrifice. If you're willing to, all right, I won't go back to Europe, and that is my core market, and I won't go back nowhere in the U.S., or the Caribbean, etc. I will stay in the Caribbean. And you can live with that, and you can gain from that and benefit from that. Then, nothing wrong with that, taking that decision. But if your fund is in Africa, just like Africa, if I'm going to Africa, every single time I'm going to Africa, before it was so taboo, people never used to take the yellow flu shot. But if
right, yellow fever,
it's mandatory that you take a yellow flu shot. But when it just arrives, people never want to take it. You cannot land in Africa without that unless you get a, bamboo letter and you go there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know that.
Even Guyana. You're going to Guyana in the morning, you take a yellow flu shot. We go there a few times without that. We get the cardian thing and you don't know the carry comes to your chill and things. So, but even if this is just a man-made disease, and I'm not saying even it's a man-made disease, and they have them plan on how they capitalize on human beings and all of these things. But remember, you have to use airplanes to transport you from one destination to the next destination. You have to go to countries, you have to go to different countries, different immigration system, etc., etc., etc. It's like, if they don't take it on, you have a passport, you get a picture inside.
Got you. Octane, let me ask you. I mean, we know you did several shows overseas since the pandemic. What are some of the protocols you see promoters observing when hosting events and inviting local entertainers to perform?
Well, to be honest, I'm the first artist like jump out of Jamaica like right before election. I like just the week before, because I started to watch how the system, how the country running, like, everybody curfew, then, politics, then everywhere open. It's like COVID take a weekend down on the North Coast and it don't work in those days when you have election. And then after, it go back to the 9 to 5 and it work again. And I see that and see how, how it work. And then I know, so, we as entertainer, especially entertainer only, the only avenue is music that they make their livelihood from.
True.
I mean, it's hard from that. And a lot of people don't know that majority of the things that happen in entertainment, no one they know that.
Yes.
Know that.
Yeah, man.
It's facade based. You know what I mean? It's facade based, and people them outside of the music looking at Bones and looking at Court, say, the money I work for Irish years and so them life. All right. But more time you build exceed your income. You make the money, but the expense exceed your income. You don't know that. You have more bills than where you are making layman's term. So we in entertainment, so more time we put up a facade and we all a vibe and man say, yeah man, wait. Well, we put up them, but I don't feel the bank only to pay a little loan seat and all of these things. So when those loans start to go in default, then they're going to take back the bank and take back the house and take back the thing. But if the thing is fluent, then they could have maintained it and still say, yeah man, I drive a 2021 spaceship. But then no, all of these things, Corona put all of these things in perspective and kind of slow down a lot of things. You understand? So when you're out in the world, I'm see that I'm in the side, saying now I'm going to make this happen, so I'm forward another word. And then now I start to encourage, we do look at 1 and 2 shows, but what happened, the attendance at the show, that people who attend the show, it dropped by a vast amount.
Yeah,
okay.
And then, at first, people have tables between them. And that was new for me. That was new for me. For like you're going out venue with 1,000 people or 500 people. When you look, you started going out venue with 30 people and 70 people. But then space up, and then it started to become more like I-Octane in concert. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it was a big difference, and then you know the promoter them tried their best to keep this going and keep it alive and keep this going. And then when you approach shows like that now, then you feature drastically. You know what I mean? So you have to make some adjustments, and the promoter have to make some adjustments, and then I see that, you know, gradually they make the adjustment. But really and truly, the promoter them feel it hard, and the artists them feel it hard. And,
that's true.
you know, when we just found America, you have other places. Like we got Kansas City, Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx, and you know what I mean, then Orlando, except in all about the place, Panama City, you know, really. But after a while now, then New York lockdown.
Okay.
Right.
Then say, all right, Florida. Then when we start to keep a Florida, and it start to rise in Florida, them start to lock down certain place. And then them say, all right, Atlanta. Atlanta was the hub where, look, massive show. People like, whoa.
Yes.
And then it started, you know, and then started taking on the crowd and
slowing down.
lower down the crowd. So it's like Atlanta have little leniency, you know, and my Florida have little leniency, but them still I watch it. You know what I mean? Remember Biden, so when him going at it, when him really first day in the house, I locked down the country for 90 days. So when him locked down the country for 90 days, Jamaica already locked down already. So it's hard. It's very, very hard. Very rare. One of the things I learned in this.
Yes.
One of the greatest things I learned in this. One of the things that I accomplished, I lose 50 pounds to make me a slim rat again.
Hold on, you lose so much? Well, you said you lose 50 pounds?
How much pound is it?
Yeah, I lose 50 pounds once. Right now, I have no belly.
How what you say?
but it teach me to be.
Yes.
It teach me simplicity, and it make me really learn myself. Because I was in the fast lane, I never really, you know.
I take time out for yourself.
Right.
But I never really disconnected with biomanure. So it make me really learn.
So you reconnect.
Because what Corona do, you know, Corona moves status, you know, totally, you know. No man no bigger than no man.
Exactly.
Absolutely, one level.
Yep.
Default.
So it removes status. So if you don't learn from that and be a humanitarian in Corona, then something is wrong with you as an individual, because it removes status. So I'll be aware on Rolex and 10 chain around my neck. In Corona, the perspective is changed. A man I say, brother, sell your Rolex so we can do something with it.
Right.
So you even feel a way pay away 130 or 40 or 50. You know what I mean? Because it's you know, all you pay away that thing and you have the light here and you pick them. You have to sell your Rolex. You understand? So it makes you start to think.
On a different level, yeah.
Survive.
You know, I like what
also teach us. It also teaches us that most of us, the things that we prioritize some things that can go anytime.
Yes, prioritize, yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's an interesting point, Octane.
Well, I tell you something. I tell you something, Octane. I've noticed one thing is that with this pandemic, you said 2 points that was very important. One, it has made everybody have to put their egos aside. No one is better than anybody else. That's the one. And of course, you really have to become very creative and diversify your portfolio. Now, a lot of the artists don't have as much shows anymore, but some do. But for the folks who don't have shows, I know this must have impacted your shows. In the meantime, when you weren't getting the shows the way you normally go to shows, how did you manage? What was your formula for survival?
My formula for survival was from the initial stage. The initial stage is to create relationships.
Okay.
It's a lot of artists get the break, but they don't create relationships. So they only base their career after them current situation where people classify as art. But beyond art, you have legacy. And the transition between art and legacy is very, very, very key. Yep. So you have to be careful. Bones will play a song now. And Bones will book you up on him show because you're doing business and you're with his Bones. But remember that Bones is going to continue to play on the radio, having radio show for 20 years. Can you maintain your career for 20 years and still be the same person when you're not the new product anymore? So when you're not the new product anymore and you have more constant pros, who is there to keep you floating? You understand?
Yes.
So when you are on the place as an artist, you build a relationship with promoters, you build a relationship with radio districts, you build a relationship with sound people, especially the sound people and sound dub players. So when me not have no shows, I just know that me are one of the most when we check Tech 9 and the entertainment that I am out of mad 90% of the business, I am the fourth most vice dub plate artist, different from who already established. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Amongst my, you know what I mean? So, and I just know that, all right, I'm now, but I take 6 and 7 bills US in a dub plate, you know. So I just say, yo, quarantine thing, you know, Vice 2, you get 1 free. And I'm on the
nice package deal.
And then I say, how much you want? And I said, you're going to pay for 1. The price that you're going to pay for 1, you normally pay for 1, you're going to pay for 1. That they get into it and I give you 1 free. And I just go and do that. It only takes 3 extra minutes out of time. You understand? Normally, 600 and you Vice 1 song. And you say, all right, I give you 2 songs or 3 songs. $700.
Right.
It only takes, and a dub plate is like 2 minutes. So it only takes 4 extra minutes out of a day.
Right.
You understand? But a lot of people don't look at it. If I can sit with my friends on the corner for 24 hours, why can I take 2 hours, 2 minutes extra out of the day to contribute to the slower time?
Of course.
And they will remember it when times get bad. When times get good, they will remember those things. And probably
and then Bones, remember not everybody messed up, you know.
Yeah.
And I just the internet and the noise of the market. I always tell people, don't watch the noise of the market, watch the product in the market.
Yeah, definitely.
You understand? So just because the internet loud, everybody feel like everybody don't have no life, or everybody don't have no sympathy, or no courtesy, or gratitude. People out here, real people different from the internet out here who remember and will say, all right, yeah. So now everybody don't have a soul. There are people out here have a soul. It's just that you're not going to find it because you circle the same mountain. You circle the mountain round and round. So you buck up in the same people.
What you promoting now, Octane?
We know who that talk to you the whole night, but we really want to know exactly on a musical level. We don't necessarily want to talk to you just about COVID alone. I mean, you're on the phone line when I talk to you in a minute. So we really want to know what you really are promote for 2021.
What's your latest project right now?
Well, first and foremost, I have to say congratulations to Octane. She are going good.
See that?
Yeah, she are going good. We just have a conference with she and her brother and sister. We got Malman. Octane, they are going good.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So that is one of the first. It's my blood, but one of the first artists that I get the break, and she's a level. So you know what I mean? Good. I'm feeling good here. She and her sister and I talk, and I say, yo, and I'm proud and things. So give thanks. Big up Sharp Dance Vice, big up good production, big up Sheldon K. So that is a great accomplishment to see. She even get more love than me. People who want to play me, I play her.
See
you know what I mean? Last night a man said, yo, I'm not playing her, but I play she. So I feel good. You know what I mean? Otherwise from that,
yeah.
We don't hear about a controversy we're going over there with the song named Next.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. And we create that narrative. And the reason why I create that narrative is because from 2020, the starting of 2020, I've contributed so much to humanity and contributed so much. I have a thing named Quarantine Bun, where I fixed up about 8 hours. I give people dialysis. One bag of family to take care of, because the people in the life, once a person come on the life with a problem, we just cash up and we just make sure that everybody good. And it don't show one, not me get the money, we have like a treasurer, and we make sure that every single person get what they forget.
Right.
And you know, nobody highlight it. And then we go so old, I say, get a youth, dream house over dream car.
Yeah.
And me do some construction and I post some black.
Right.
And the people them on the internet take down the black. One particular post in care like like an hour after. And the man him take down the block and said, I-Octane as the bounty killer don't have no house over car. This is the narrative that them paint. So I took him up, killer. I said, killer, you see him? Say, yeah. I said, but you know what's another, right? He said, yeah, man. But him say, you know, the Octane, I'm glad to you call me. I'm glad to you call me, you know. Yeah. But I don't really believe in it, but I'm glad to you call me. But Mr. Suppose, I never have your number for call you. And you have one trivial mind. You have seen me a road of premium because this is what them do. So I learn the game. I sing one chant with Ginger. Them say them want reggae music. That's good music. Them classify as good music. One chant with Ginger, them overlook it.
I'll tell you something, Octane. I'll tell you one thing, though, Octane. Yes. One of the things I wanted to say to you is that we've noticed the way you've been reasoning since night. Obviously, there has been a tremendous amount of growth because you have been experiencing a lot of things in this business from your start time till now. And, of course, harnessing your own music label, and, of course, even your daughter, you know, performing.
Daughter's girl, Octavia, doing wonderful things.
Right. So we want to big you up for that. We're kind of out of time.
Yeah, we thank you so much.
We wanted to find out, we want to big you up and say thank you for spending time with us tonight.
Thank you so much. Go and big up yourself. You don't know. Big up everybody.
Yeah.
Lollipop, big up yourself. Me and you play me.
Yeah, man, I'm a play around them, man.
Yeah, man.
Don't it? Yeah, man.
Big up yourself.
See him, sir.
And everybody, here we go. Look out for me new artists, them Bank, Fash, Cryptic, Cube, you know, I think that the Conquer the Globe 2021 strong. The new video out now, the name Next, go and I-Octane Vivo. We have whole heap thing. Right now, me shoot a video, me at so that song they are forward out. Big up yourself. We have drop a video there soon. We have separate video shooting. We just drop a next video with
Beer Works are going on.
Big up.
Beer Works are going.
Jamaica, big up on yourself. Next time we talk about the whole everything, you know what I mean? So
all right.
Enough love.
Enough big up. Stay safe in the whole pandemic and all these things.
Take care of yourself and each other. Yes, sir. Big up yourself every time.
Much love, I-Octane.
Yeah, love and honor. Then?
Yes,
yeah, man, every time.
Blessed, blessed.
That was I-Octane, of course. You don't know, having a discussion about the whole COVID-19 and all these things and so on and so forth. Give
a little Octane in the background.
Yeah, man. DJ Lollipop, turn it up a little bit now.
Give me some Octane.
Tell him I want to spend on your body. Tell him next in line and more for baby. Then I sell enough for your body, it's not for free. Can't forget money naturally. You want to ride like Dr. Phil, so want me to soap and Dr. Phil. Any boy want lock your way. You want to deal with your properly. Lobster tail with no snappers. Y'all not flip and tough crackers. This boy won't get y'all and spend money. I buy one bag of liquor, give friend them something wrong, you must have fun. Good. Only I waste one room enough, y'all and spend money. Oh God, one shit I don't come and money. Can't forget things and that good study. Good body, y'all know feel so far.
Alright, so it's all about next right now, and we'll move on next right now to the next pre-recorded feature that we have. Of course, IRFM Dancehall Chart Recap with yours truly, Courtney Mac and DJ Brian. Go for it right now.
This is the Guinness Dancehall Top 10 Countdown. Our men who really are on dancehall. Who really have the number one song. All the youths them one. Who can dance? You really want to know?
So recapping for this week for the Guinness Dancehall IRFM Top 10 Countdown. This week at number 10 was Chanel Muir, Pain.
Number 9 was Popcorn featuring Massacre and Tommy Lee, Under Dirt.
And of course, these two songs are new on the chart. Moving right along to number 8, Skilly Bang, Bin Laden.
Number 7 was Squash, Still a Roll.
Number 6 was Same Guy, Chanel Muir and Denyque.
Number 5 was Squash featuring Vibes Cartel and Canicla, Money We Love.
Number 4 was I Wish, Massacre.
Number 3 was Taurus Riley featuring Shensia, Lighter.
Number 2 was Call Me If, Dexter Daps. As we get ready to give you the number 1 song for this week. Yeah, man, about that time then. Ready. The number 1 song for this week, for the very first time on the Guinness IRFM Dancehall Top 10 Countdown, is Stray. Brand new number 1, 2021.
More time you are go straight. Yo, more time we are go straight. What's the name of She got tell me say she come from my baby. Say she not fitness, she not in a chest. Me and nothing she will come on there try to put them to snap it. Now go like the girl clean skin with a pretty little face. Despite of that, me should have tell the girl a face. But me highway, me tell me friend me up to find her she a sleep. Him say your mother would have really come up here. Me tell the number, me tell him the nether day. And tell her keep her phone up cause me dey pump in the way. Now me dey on the highway. Me a cruise with them on the highway. Windows down, slipping them out and nearly run over little puppy.
Big song of big song. The Guinness Top 10 charts is where it happens. Only big songs make this chart. Dancehall can't start.
Dancehall, I mean everything.
All right, so there you have it. IRFM Dancehall Chart recap with Courtney Mack, yours truly, and of course, DJ Brand.
As a matter of fact, one of my dear friends, I haven't seen her in a minute though.
Yeah.
That's Denyque.
Yeah.
And of course, famous reggae singer. She released such great songs, Summer Love, How to Rave, Make Me Believe You. And
long I don't see Denyque.
And Same Guy featuring Chanel Muir.
That's her latest song. As a matter of fact, that song is doing extremely well on the IRFM Dancehall Chart as well. They don't know it one with a bug or something. So I feel like she just dip on the phone line right now. I just feel like say me I go hear a nice voice. Just say hi.
You think so? I could try it, huh? Denyque, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
What's up?
Hi, Denyque. Why you ever sound happy? That's why me like talk to you.
I was ready and prepared to come in studio, but
Yeah.
How have you been? Happy 2021 to you, Denyque.
All the best for this year.
Thank you so much, guys. Happy 2021 to you too, and all the best. I'm good.
All right. Now, we wanted to find out from you now in terms of COVID. How have you been managing in COVID, and how have you been surviving with, it has pretty much stopped a lot of the entertainment industry from, tours and shows and so on. How have you been surviving?
Well, for me, I'm not just a singer, songwriter. I'm not just an artist. I'm an artist in the wholeness of the word, So I back in 2014, I branched into TV, and that also opened doors for me into endorsement. So I've become more of a wholesome brand instead of just a singer-songwriter. I am Denyque the brand. So if you need somebody to represent your brand to the best of its ability, I'm one of those people that you can call on. An influencer of sorts, I don't like that word. I prefer the word impactor because I prefer to make an impact than just create influence.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice.
And of course, you're you're sort of a brand ambassador. They just have to make sure they get you the right deal, and you're there. You'll represent the band and take it to where it needs to go.
Well, as long as they know that I represent me, so it's less of a brand ambassador. And more of
that's important.
That's very important.
Yeah, we don't want them shift it.
Not just be one-sided.
All right, so let me ask you: with the COVID vaccine now available, are you contemplating getting vaccinated?
Well, you know what? Because of my line of work, it's something that eventually I'll probably have to get, if I want to travel comfortably.
Yep.
So I'm not against it. I'm hesitant, of course, because, you never know.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm still doing my research. I'm still just getting knowledgeable about it. But I'm definitely more on the side of, as long as this is something that needs to be done, then I got to do it.
Yeah, and of course, we were just speaking to I-Octane earlier, and he kind of mentioned the same thing. If it's mandatory, how are you going to go around it? It's not going to be the easiest thing. What are you promoting now? We know that you have been diversifying your portfolio with several things. Yeah, and I will like that. Of course, the pandemic has taught a lot of people to diversify, but you have been diversifying way before the pandemic. But what are you promoting now in terms of music?
Well, now I'm back in music 100%.
Yeah, we love that.
Signed to Good Productions, big up Zoom, and my entire good team. And Denyque is I've been grown up, but musically, Denyque is all grown up now. So, everybody is getting to see that side of me that I always knew, that, my friends always knew. So,
that same guy side.
It.
That same guy side, eh?
No.
That same guy, exactly, that same guy side, the well-start side, the champion side,
And of course, we know that you're a family lady too. So we want to big up you and your family. Tell us a little bit about the balance between work and family time. I mean, you have your kids and so on.
Family is important to me. You know, I have 2 kids. I have a son and a daughter. So it's very important to me to be with them as much as possible. And I think COVID has really afforded me that option now. You know, it slowed everything down and allowed me the grace to be with them and to be more around them. And I think that's just preparing me for the work that's about to unload, because, you know, I'm really 100% back to work, you know, and Zoom and I have bumped heads, and we've really gone to the drawing board and put something in place. So I know that when the work really starts and when hopefully the place opens back up even 80%, you know, as we hitting the road nonstop. So I'm grateful for the fact that now I'm able to spend so much time with them and just get to know them and embrace them a little bit more.
And speaking of family and, of course, COVID-19, what have you been doing to protect yourself and your family, especially during COVID-19?
You have to wear a mask. I'm really strict about my protocols. There's a video that I posted on my Instagram when a friend of mine came from New York, and, you know, I sprayed him down with Lysol and everything. Because, I mean, we did that naturally. We exaggerated for the video a bit, but that's how I am. Like, when you come to my home, you have to make sure you take your shoes off. You have to sanitize. You have to then wash your hands. You know, and even the kids, you know, you can't hold them, can't come too close. You know, if you're on 14-day quarantine, you definitely can't come to my house. I'm really, really taking all the necessary protocols, because you never ever know.
Nice.
Never ever. So.
Well, I like that, because it's better to be paranoid with this than actually getting yourself infected. And I tell it is ridiculous. You come to my house, there is a sanitization stand outside.
See him
so. Right.
Yeah, you have your little thing to wash off and get yourself prepared. And you still have to talk to me from a distance. I just saw it go. For right now. That's how it go right now. What do you miss most about pre-pandemic, you know, before this pandemic? What was your passion in terms of, was it running the business side of your brand, or was it performing, or, you know, being on stage with the people?
To be honest with you, B, I think because now I have, you know, I've chosen and decided, and, you know, God has also made it possible for me to come back into music 100%. I really miss performing. I miss being out there. I miss the shows. I miss the lifestyle. And then because too, I'm more mature now. You know, I understand myself better. I'm a better performer. I'm, you know, all this. I took a break, and throughout that break, I've been, you know, really honing my craft and getting back to this place. So I'm much more musically mature. So I really miss that side of it. I miss going out. I really
Me
miss
too. I really miss traveling.
I miss the music. I miss the positive.
So this says that basically with what you just said, I mean, I can say that possibilities exist that you have not traveled any at all since the pandemic.
Oh no, man, I have traveled.
You have?
I don't
Okay.
travel with my kids. So
Okay, got you.
That too. I miss traveling with my kids because, you know, my kids. My son was like my handbag because he was my firstborn. So every single where I go, he's always there with me. But now it's like, nope, gotta stay home, kid.
but not for shows or anything of any musical nature.
No. Just that family stuff.
Got you.
Okay.
Nothing more complicated.
Got you. And once again, Denyque, I mean, what is it that you're promoting? I know you mentioned quite a few songs, but just tell the listeners what you're promoting and what are the plans for 2021?
Well, 2021 is going to be epic, and of course, I really can't give away too much. I know Zoom would not be very happy with that. So let me just say that it's definitely going to be a year to remember. It's going to be the beginning of something magical. I'm promoting right now, of course. I put out 4 songs last year, and we're still promoting them. Well Sorts, that was my break back into the industry. Well Sorts, and of course, Posthedic, produced by Jones Avenue. Well Sorts is by Good Productions. Same guy. My collaboration featuring Chanel Muir, that's on Liquid Shine Radio, produced by Good, and Watching Tone, produced by Sponge Music, and of course we have more Good songs coming out because you know I'm Mr. Good. Yeah.
All right, it sounds good.
Are you the best person for say
Good? That was a mouthful. I'm sorry.
No. I mean, it's good to have a mouthful at times, you know.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Good youth. The good.
I love it.
No, good. Leave yourself, Denyque.
But Denyque, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to chat with you, you know.
Great hearing you. All the best for 2021, and we hope this place opens up so we can finally start seeing some stage shows and reeling up and say, yo, that bad.
Yeah, and go and sing or do it.
I hope that happens soon. Big up yourself, Denyque, and wishing you all the best on your future endeavors, yes?
All right, big up the team and big up the family then.
I will. Big up, guys. Bye.
Bless up.
All right.
Bless up. Give me a little Denyque. Give me a little Denyque.
What you mean?
Hear me.
That makes sense to you?
It don't make no sense.
Crank it up there.
Come on, man. Listen, it don't work, so. Is it that you got broke and keep it loyal to me? I rather your money and do a little thing. Baby, I will turn a blind eye to your hair off. I know say me there in all this for something, but you broke up want to be a player. Can't work, yes I no. Something not to give if you want to run. I don't know why you used to, but this girl is not no clown. That's why I strike the moon. So a boy I for watch him doing. Oh, you for 1, 3, 4, 5, gala, you can't take care of the one I got. No prefer myself, myself in a dance. Still I give you my heart for make you play football and kick it up. Say you want play me, but you're not swift enough. You been up a farm lazy, you can't switch it up. Nothing for offer to my nigga, so you gotta go. Yeah. You broke, I want to be a player now. Can't work, yes I know.
All right, you hear what Denyque say? Make sure you look here, pre the song, you know.
Well, may I tell you, we just have
something talking
about the tune bad still. So big up yourself, Denyque. Of course, we have another pre-recorded feature
man, we're ready
now.
again for the feature. You don't know 2021 features, you know there's something go right.
So we're going to be doing fashion forward.
Yeah, man, fashion forward, of course. What's popping, definitely. DJ Lollipop, Shamar Preston. Here we go.
Let's hear it.
Catch him on side.
It's Fashion Forward, a weekly look into what's popping,
What's hot and what's not.
hip and trendy. It's the space for all things fashion. This week we're inside your closet and sharing with you some must-haves.
What for closet you are going on?
Everybody closet. Ladies, your closet should include a little black dress. This dress is for any occasion and can be worn formal or casual, from the office to the party.
Yes, I love to see females in that little black dress, especially if it's short.
And what if it's
Extremely
long?
short. If it's long, it's not a little black dress, it's just a long black dress.
Okay. Also, a sexy pair of tight-fitted jeans that displays your curves. Jeans can be paired with flats or some sexy heels and is ready for any event. A tank top is also an indispensable part of every closet. Tanks are sexy and add spunk to your cleavage.
I totally agree. I love to see females in a tank tops, you know? And like a cleavage, the bosom them, looking good. Yeah, I like that look.
A black handbag or pocketbook, a night out with the girls, or a day at work, both will be sure to enhance your outfit. And let's not forget a sexy pair of black heels and an even sexier pair of flats. Both these shoes will surely have you stepping out in fine style.
Make sure when you step out, you can walk in the heels them.
Comfort over style.
I saw you the other night, you took off your heels.
Comfort over style.
Next thing, big foot don't go with heels. If your foot big, I don't think you should wear heels.
But you can't tell a lady them not to wear them heels.
Because you never see sometimes some female them foot too big and it hang over in the heels or so.
That means that they don't have on their sides, it means that them can't wear heels.
Them two of them up on the ground.
Lollipop, next thing. Men, your closet should include a nice pair of jeans. Jeans can be ripped or plain and can be worn semi-formal or casual. You can always pair your jeans with another necessity, a polo shirt.
Polo.
You can never go wrong with polo and jeans. Polos can also be worn with your shorts and can be worn with slippers or sneakers to almost anywhere. Lollipop, you wear polo?
Yeah, I wear polo.
The ones with DJ Lollipop on them?
I wear polo, the brand itself, polo.
But me not talking about the brand, I'm talking about a regular polo shirt.
Yeah, I wear polo.
So anything about the polo, yellow polo?
Not necessary, but I wear them. And
I like to see many pink polos.
And you says about jeans, man, I think man, if you have a whole heap of jeans too cheap. You repeat one jeans over and over. Some nice, if you have some nice jeans.
Where you feel like we're, me up here, I'ma feel like we're.
The button-down shirt is also a must, especially if you're a man that enjoys the nightlife. You can never go wrong in your button-down shirt. And if you're at work and want to go chill with friends, the button-down shirt, you can roll the sleeve and just go.
Is it button down or button up?
You button the shirt from top to bottom.
Because I button up my shirt.
You different.
A button up shirt, I call it.
Button down. You button the shirt from top down.
Is up I button down?
So when you reach up at top, sometimes it look funny for you.
No funny.
We know you're special, Lollipop. Pair your button-down shirt with another closet must, a jacket or blazer.
Man style different, step up on them pepper hat.
The jacket or blazer will give you that well-needed semi-formal or formal look you may need for the office or a function. The final two must-haves are your white tees and merino and a tie. You have tie, Lollipop?
Yeah, I have tie. You know, sometimes you never know when you have to go to a funeral, so you have to have tie.
What about a wedding?
Or that too.
So, Lollipop, anything you want to add to the list?
Yeah, because you left for something. Every man should have a good brief.
A good what?
Good brief. Have some nice brief. Put them in a drawer.
Why?
In a closet, especially a tiger brief.
So, where you going to do the tiger brief?
Me personally, I save my tiger brief for Grand Market night and Christmas time and them time there.
Lollipop, you know, and as usual, walk with a smile and you rock any event you attend. For Fashion Forward, I'm Shamara alongside
DJ Lollipop, the party fanatic.
See you next week.
All right then. You know, we have emphasis. So what go on with underpants? What go on? Want to underpants?
Man say brief.
Yeah, just stop a brief so. Or just
brief,
stop a brief so.
It's so confusing.
Yeah,
brief in a drawer.
Yeah, come on,
you
man.
Must have a good brief in your drawer.
Underpants, you know. Anyway, thank you so much. Definitely, you don't know Fashion Forward. Of course, you don't know. So yeah, it's about that time, you know. We ease off a little bit, you know.
We'll take a break. We'll soon forward.
Stick and stay.
Don't move.
For phones, televisions, GPS tracking, chargers, game controllers, software upgrade, and CCT security camera installation, visit us in Montego Bay or call us at 630-3532, 971-6227. Android market sales and services. Innovation comes from all directions.
The time is
9:30.
There you go. EBUZZ time. You don't know there's something going on. Of course, you don't know. You don't know. Me feel like some boy. You know, me not like a streaming vibes. Me not like a, you know, me feel like some boy. Usually them time of year, I'm gone. Down so. You know?
Down way.
Down so. We down so man. Gone right where Grizzlies there someone and turn.
Oh, you mean no? But don't somebody get you talk like Australia?
No,
man. You want
no. Me not go down under.
No, because that's a different down.
that is
different
yeah,
down.
That is. But yeah, you don't know. We feel like some boy. Now is the time. And you know, last week we had a guest on, and for some strange reason, this guest was just one of them superstar promoter. We feel like some boy.
He must come on twice.
Yeah, he must just do it last week and this week, and he must give you like a hint of what going last week and this week. He must officially do it.
No, but I saw him stay a long time. You know, he's so rebellious in what he does. What a rebel!
He's a rebel,
but he's a rebel with a cause.
Definitely,
and
indeed.
the cause he's on tonight is because of Rebel Salute.
Want to welcome to our phone lines for the second time around for 2021, Tony Rebel.
New York.
Look like, hey, New York, hey, Tony, you look like this man I look for MC the show, you know, man, so we welcome on the second time around. Tony Rebel.
The man resonates in just because of how he did that, man.
Yeah, you look like you get to work, you know, you're good.
Yeah,
Tony. It's good to have you. Now, last week you kind of give us a little hint
of what's happening
with Rebel Salute. Now, you know, everybody it's people's favorite show every year, especially at the start of the year. But because of the pandemic, we know we've had the challenges of, you know, everybody's show has been challenged. They've gotten a chance to put it on virtually. What are your plans for Rebel Salute this year?
Well, the plans are that we are making sure that the saluters get their musical need and greed be satisfied. So
nice.
we have over 500 hours of footage, and therefore some performances that some people really never see yet, and some people who saw those performances want to see them again. So what we're doing is actually similar to a docu-series and having some live performances on Friday night, on Saturday night. One of the good things about it Friday and Saturday we will be on TV Change. And I hope I can say that on IFM. We'll be having it on television. So the people who are lack within internet and all these things, they can look at it for 2 hours on Friday night. It is from 9:30 to 11:30, and on Saturday it's from 9 to 11. Friday it's a special thing for the people because it's my Earth Day. Yes. So they have given to us for 27 years, so we are giving back to them this time. So we are making sure that everybody, especially in Jamaica, because it's the people show, they can see some of it, whether you have internet or not. And then you can always watch it on the other platforms that we'll be having it on. It will be on
Rebel, I want to interrupt you. Just to say,
interrupt me.
For the nation's #1 listeners, you can tune in from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. IRFM will be bringing it to you 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. as well. So many platforms are going now. And of course, on irfm.net too, you can definitely check it out. So you don't know, it got talk to them, Tony.
No, well, it's true, Virgin, because I was saving the best for last.
Oh, Jesus. But you know, sometimes
you outer-up him.
Sometimes we have to outer-up him, because the IRFM listeners, they want.
IRFM has been our partner for many years.
We have, yes.
Young until now.
Nice.
Yeah, we've been covering that show for
year after year.
No, in terms
I heard you say the other time we'd be down, so because we would be down at the hotel now doing the international launch.
At the Jewel.
Yeah, man.
But even that hotel no exists no more neither. Boy, I may tell you. We would be at Jewel Duns River doing this interview now if there was no pandemic. No, you say sort of a docu-series. Can you give us a little breakdown of, you're giving us the platforms, and you said over 500 hours of footage. You'll be giving some. You can't play that.
We can't play all of that. So what we are doing is, right now as we speak, if you listen in the background, there are a team of people there still doing lots of editing and choosing certain performances from. And you know, we have everybody on tape. We have everybody on tape. So what we'll be doing is telling you the story about all of these stuff. So people will be there telling their story. You'll have hosts who tell you the story of all of these performances and so forth and so on, and we'll be having features. One of the person who you'll be seeing live in living colors is the same Virgin who was there with Jack Scorpio this year. It was one of that nice vibe that we had there.
Yeah, man, the Clash, man,
so
the African man.
Having that again.
Yeah, man.
Not the very thing with Jack and him, but he will be on playing for a while. We'll be having other people just doing features. So it will be a compact presentation. And as a saluters and everybody know, every time people ask us, who is on the show? Who is going to be on the show? And I'm like, you know that once we put a package together, it's a package that will satisfy you. And every time, until today, I never hear anybody say, boy, you do it, you know, you let me down. When I tell them that I'm bringing some African people, and I say, African people, who that? I say, Bobby Wine. I say, who name, sir? And then after
no, you know who he is.
It's standing ovation, Bobby Get. And now everybody's saying, what, Bobby Wine, is he coming back? Because he's now vying for the president of Uganda.
Uganda,
you
right?
Definitely.
Yeah,
that's true.
I was very honored to meet him and have a long chat with him. You know, he's quite a very prolific person, and in terms of his intellect. So it was good meeting him, and then he performs really well also.
Very well. So
yeah,
great man indeed.
At the time, the man used the platform in Jamaica to speak to his people in Uganda, millions of people over there, because he could not have a public gathering when he was there, and a lot of people too. I think I said to you last week that they are saying that, Rebel, go virtual now, but we always go virtual, you know. While you see thousands of people down at Grizzly's Plantation, millions watch it all over the world, you know.
Very true.
That's why people always come to Jamaica, because they want to have the experience. So virtual outgoing from Rebel Salute is not new to us. We do that all the time.
That's great, though. 21.
What would you say to the, you know, the persons who usually attend, the attendees on a year-to-year basis, who would look forward to the Herb Curb? I mean, what would you say to them for this year?
we'll be having a feature from I-Octane Live. So
they can burn the herb at them yard and look around.
So what we're saying, get your popcorn.
Yeah.
Get whatever you have to get. Get your herbs.
Get your herbs, yes.
Your
Right.
tea, and sit in it. We want to bring it to you in the comfort of your home.
Look
it's
at
not like
that.
we want to gather. We want to take the pilgrimage because we do that every year.
Right.
But well, I wouldn't even say unfortunately. It's just that we diverse too, and we have to learn to adjust. You know what I mean, and do what we have to do and still get the satisfaction because
you have to you have to diversify. You have to diversify now. Will there be? This is something that it sounds like it's going to be a bit of lots of features being presented. Will there be actual live performances now for the show itself?
Yeah, man.
Who you gonna be having? You have to give me something, brethren. You have to give me something.
So like him don't.
Watch me
Go
now.
on.
Well, watch it. Go through.
So you know we love the item, we love IRFM,
Yes.
and we love the people. But
Yes.
we want the people to get that as a surprise because that is what we're doing to them. We want them to just. So let me give you some of the performance again. I can tell you about the youth from foreign.
The African.
Yeah, you tell us about the selectors.
The selector, but we know about the
hear about the.
I shouldn't even tell you, but yes, we'll be having performances live, and you're definitely going to see it. Just sit down in your living room, anyway, you sit down with the television there.
Yes.
Watch the Jamaican television anyway, you're there over the world.
Yeah.
Please just watch, and you will. When you're finished, come tell me if you're never satisfied. Because people have been emailing us, WhatsApping us, all various medias they use to contact us. Say they want something to happen and all of that, and we promise to give them something great, and that is what we're going to give them.
All right, so basically what you're saying. Well, no, I understand.
Yeah, technically, you really don't really want me to do what I want until we
Yes,
do
so yeah, you carry on the detour.
But you know exactly.
Okay.
So Rebbe, you mean to tell me say you really are serious?
So not even one
You
act,
can't
Rebbe?
give me 2 act, man,
Yeah.
even 2 or 1?
No, man, we're not talking the selector, the bad selector. We are talking
artist.
performer,
Artist.
entertainer, singer.
Well,
DJ.
everybody there, so tell me something enough to take.
Me can tell you one. Me can tell you one when me know I go on pan a show there.
One performer, should I?
Yeah, me and Tony Rebels.
Eh?
That Tony Rebels.
Yeah, yeah, everybody whether they are.
What them say?
What them say?
Hold on. Them want to hear.
We don't hear. You're the choir, the one. You're the choir, the
And
one.
I'm a conductor.
So like a Tony Rebel harmony singers, you know.
Yeah. I can tell you.
I know for sure that the Rebel should be there.
That's what I said. That is one sure performer.
Yeah.
It's Tony Rebel.
You see, Uno great, man. You see, Uno great, you know. I like a journalistic idea. You know,
I do believe that the onus is on you, Mr. Rebel.
Investigative journalism is great. I read that.
I do believe that the onus is on you, Mr. Rebel, to at least give your fans and your
Yeah, man.
people.
If I ever call the name of the song, man.
Yeah, give
one
us some
song.
clue or
Yeah,
something.
man. Yeah, man. You know what I mean?
Well, me want to tell my fans them so me have a new song.
We know that.
Yeah, man. You did tell me last week.
You tell me last week.
And you can't tell me this week again.
It's great. By the way, Tony, I know that this is a big effort now to put this whole thing together virtually in terms of the editing and so on. Do you have anything like sponsors or anything like that you'd like to make mention of? If you have anybody who's behind the presentation?
Who is behind the presentation? Well, IFM.
Yes.
Who are sponsors, you know? You can please come and talk.
Yeah, man. Bring her in, man.
Bring her in a little bit. Yes.
And the man they must have bring you in at the world.
Yeah.
Come.
Hi.
Night. Happy New Year to the entire RFM family.
Blessings.
All the
Happy
best.
2021.
Yes, thank you. Same to you all. Am I allowed? Okay.
All right. So
who if you have
who are
sponsors?
the sponsors for the presentation for this year?
Okay, so we want to say thank you, of course, to the Ministry of gender and entertainment and culture. They've always supported us every
Right.
year, and of course this year is no different.
Yes.
We want to big up some of our partners too in St. Anne, which is where the show would normally be held. So Booth Service Station, big up yourself, Wayne Booth.
Yes.
They are one of our partners this year. Jamaica Tourist Board, you can't leave them out. They've always been there from a long time as well.
Right.
Big up to Jamaica Tourist Board. Avis Rent a Car. Big up to them too. RFM can't leave them out no matter how late I call them.
Could I never.
No matter the limited information I give them, they still come on board and support us in every way they can. So I want to say a big shout out to RFM.
Seen.
And
Thank you.
though it's from a different family, I will have to say big up to TVJ as well, because the show will be broadcasted on
Right.
TVJ on
See
Friday and Saturday for our local market. So I still have to big them up, even though it's on RFM.
No problem.
Blessings every time.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
All right,
good.
so it's definitely, I mean, looking very interesting, and we can't wait to see the live stream and of course listen it right here on the nation's #1, January 15 and 16. Right, Rebel?
Yeah. Remind us of the times again, Rebel, for all the platforms.
Okay, so the time of the stream is 8 p.m. on Friday, 8 p.m. onwards on YouTube, Facebook, and our website, rebelsalutejamaica.com. Of course, our social media is at Rebel Salute on all the platforms. And if you're going to watch it on TV, if you're going to watch it on television, it's going to be 9:30 to 11:30 p.m. on Friday.
Right.
And that's TVJ, and 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday. And please don't forget that you can hear it on RFM as well.
Yeah.
From 9 p.m. to 12 a.m.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much, of course.
And I want to pick up Fair Street too, because they play a big role in what you guys are going to be watching
Right.
on Friday and Saturday. Yeah, man. They worked with them for many, many years.
Big up Delano. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Big up Delano. Big up the entire team.
Yeah. Awesome team, Phase 3.
Big
Big
up.
up.
Great team. Yeah, man.
Very awesome team. Very awesome team.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
yes.
Sounding good, and we're looking forward to the
can't wait.
stream. We're looking forward to watch it.
January 15 and 16.
And listen to it, yes. For
Listen,
sure.
watch, we do everything.
Yes, man. Make sure to watch, and all listeners, make sure you tune in because it's going to be exciting. It's for the saluters. This is like we're giving back to you who have supported us over the years. Really, really awesome production. You're gonna see, and don't forget that the 15th of January is
birthday.
my father's birthday.
For
Yes,
sure.
sir.
Yeah, the big day, the big day, man.
That's the big day. Yeah.
And turn 20 again. Well,
Yes.
20
Yeah, man,
again.
20 again,
tell
it's
you.
right.
Big up
Jayuda,
yourself, Rebel.
Jayuda, quick and fast. Me know, me know you're going to tell us still, we say I open the show.
well, the thing is that if you're a Rebel Salute fan and you always go, you would know that Rebel Salute always opens with Naya Bingi. So you know, if you want to start, we're opening with Naya Bingi.
All right, you see, like we tell me that, we'll go close it.
We can't tell them nothing more.
We know Rebel Salute.
Just watch and see. Just watch and see. It's going to be exciting. It's a very good thing that we've put together for everybody. So just tune in, man. Trust me, you won't regret it.
Can't wait.
Big up yourself. Wish
Have
you
a
all the
great
best.
evening, and we're looking forward to Rebel Salute 2021.
The virtual edition.
Of course.
The virtual edition, yes.
Live streaming, and of course, live right here on the nation's #1 from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m.
Harry FM, of course. Big up Rebel. Enough respect.
All right, so there you have it. Every time.
Gone.
Yeah,
Production,
you know, a whole heap of things are going on. The production remains the same. It might not be as heavy as it would have usually been, but a lot of persons don't realize that the virtual performances, they do take a lot of production too.
I always say that there's a lot of advantages, a little bit of disadvantage. The main disadvantage show a virtual show to me is that you don't get the live vibe.
Yeah.
But everything else.
You
can stay home.
Set up.
You don't have to worry about crowd that squeeze you up. You don't have to worry about this kind of parking. You don't have to worry about park because you stay parked.
If the rain or fall,
you're home.
You're good.
You're getting the essence of the show same way.
Yeah.
So, we're looking forward to Rebel Salute. That's going to be coming up this Friday.
Definitely.
Friday and Saturday, right?
For sure.
All
right, so we're moving on to our next feature, of course, another feature, and it's all about At the Movies with Maisha Brody.
Lights, camera, action. Hey movie lovers, welcome to At the Movies. I'm Maisha Brody. You love listening to the radio. I also know that you enjoy screen time, whether it's watching your favorite Netflix series or catching up on one of your favorite local films or plays. So stay tuned for the latest movie news. For over 30 years, many fans have been waiting for part 2 of the romantic comedy Coming to America, and it is finally here. Well, almost. The movie is scheduled to be released by Prime Video in the United States and Canada on March 5 this year. The movie also features most of its original actors, and fans seem very excited about this. If Coming to America is anything like part 1, or if it lives up to the trailer which has already been released, then we are in for a belly full of laughter. I can't wait for that movie to drop. Still on the movie scene, it is the year 2021, and unfortunately, COVID-19 is still a reality, dealing a hard blow to the entertainment sector. As a result, many in the industry are taking things virtual, and while cinemas are being negatively impacted, online movie platforms such as Amazon, Prime Video, Hulu, and Netflix seem to be booming. Well, Netflix sure is, and the company says it is improving its service. In a statement on its website, the streaming service provider says in order to stream to its members in over 190 countries, video needs to be converted into a coded form. It said as a result, it has created new encoding formats that deliver content at the same or higher quality at a reduced file size, which will provide a big benefit to members who can stream higher quality video and audio for the same or less bandwidth. Netflix says its goal continues to be to provide its millions of members with the entertainment they love and the best viewing experience possible. Well, I can't argue with that. Go Netflix! And here are our top 5 movie picks for this week. At number 5 we have Call Me Kat. At number 4 this week is Wonder Woman 1984. The Netflix series Tiny Pretty Things takes the number 3 spot. At number 2 we have another Netflix series, Cobra Kai. And in the number 1 spot is the Netflix series Bridgerton. If you love great movies, go ahead and add these to your watch list. But if you're venturing out to cinemas to watch some of these movies and others, don't forget that safety is important. So here are some safety tips. Sanitize or wash hands often. Maintain physical distance and don't forget to wear a mask. That's a wrap. Join us next week for more exciting movie news. For At the Movies, I'm Maisha Brody.
Thank you so much, Maisha Brody, of course, At the Movies, you know, well upon Netflix show where she start about, you know, them.
One of my favorite movies of all time was actually Coming to America.
Yeah.
And of course, just the mastery of Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, man, true.
Playing so many roles, and Arsenio Hall too. And I would really love to see. I saw the trailer for it, and if it is anything, everybody gonna get old now.
Make we see what
everybody gonna get old, but yeah.
Sometimes, you know, the new version are shot like the original one, you know.
The original shot, boy,
make we see what going on. But big up yourself, Maisha, of course. Me still, like me say, we can't wait, you know. We need that like a drive-in theater or something for open officially. Still. Yeah,
with what's happening now,
right now, because, you know, implement it and people can keep them social distance and still watch them moving at them own vehicle, you know, that's up there.
That's happening all over the world a long time.
Yeah, I mean, with Jamaica, why we not make that happen yet? Why it not happen?
Let's get it popping.
Still a wait.
As a matter of fact, you know, I wonder if we can interact with some of our callers right now.
We should.
Yeah. So, the numbers to call, 974-5051.
974-5043.
Or 974-5079.
Or 618-0352.
Call us, tell us what's going on with you. We want to find out how you're managing right now. We're in 2021.
Yeah.
Lots of great hopes for this year. Hoping to have this pandemic under control with the vaccines, but it'll roll out slow.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know what's going on. But anyway, a lot of persons who, you know, weren't able to pull through last year with their, you know, their goals and all these things. I mean, you know, they're moving forward to still trying to, you know, come to 2021 with the 2020 plan. You know,
Can't work. Old car.
You know,
New Year.
So you know, so many things happening. I mean, a lot of persons, you know, just still want to achieve goal. And keep it in mind, a lot of persons still were able to achieve their goals in 2020.
I want to big up my Virgin Don Reed from NCB. He always says, never waste this pandemic. It's a time to diversify and make sure you achieve. And a lot of people did well in the pandemic.
Absolutely.
Also.
Several persons. So we now waste a caller at time. Caller, welcome.
Buzz through caller, you're live. Happy 2021.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello, blessings. Welcome.
All right. Who goes?
Who goes there?
I wonder if,
yes,
COVID have been on a way still in a while. So, you know what, Simon, if you text it every Thursday morning.
Simon, where is Simon? Bless up yourself.
Yes, boss, see me there, and I tell you, sir. Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year to you, Simon. Blessings to you. Thanks for making it on the buzz, man. It's good to hear you.
Oh, you mean?
Yes. Bless up yourself. Night, auntie.
Every time.
Well, I listen tonight in the buzz and thing, and I like all the thing I go on.
Yeah?
And then COVID kind of slow down something and switch up something. So I don't mind power now or work.
Yeah.
Another foot power and the campaign is power anymore. You know what I mean?
Sure. Look like your range now going with a bag of something though.
You still there, Simon?
Simon look like the range, no man. Simon gone out of range.
He's out of range, and it's not.
I
that him come out of him range.
No,
it's the phone now.
Just out
think
of
he
range.
drive a Range Rover, with that come out of range.
Yeah, stay in him range now, 2020. But
yeah, I was just saying, my brother Don Reed from
Yeah.
NCB, he would always say, this is a time where people need to diversify. I've been saying that, diversifying your portfolio, and a lot of people have been able to do great things.
Definitely, there
When
are
they're
so many
at a crunch.
So many. Good point. There were so many things that happened. A lot of persons still achieved their goal. In fact, some persons will tell you that 2020 was a great year.
Some of them say it's the best year they ever have.
You know, so you know, I wouldn't say altogether it was extremely bad for everybody.
I know the hotel industry with entertainment.
Industries, you know, suffer
hotel,
different industries.
entertainment,
Yes,
rough.
I think those are the
transportation.
the two that really suffered the most.
And there's a domino effect with that.
Yeah.
Because when they get affected, all the people who would feed those industries get affected. So the farmers and you know, the taxi drivers, the Juta man, the Jekyll, you know.
Yeah.
Big up yourself, Danny Down and Rio.
Yeah, especially you may mention on the Juta in particular. I mean, you know, the drivers, them a whole heap of drivers feel or something, you know, because of the whole, you know, situation with the pandemic and tourism being on lockdown and all these things. But yeah, so we're buzzing through again. Buzz through, caller.
Man, blaze it, make it burn it.
We're burning it, my brother. Blessing.
We are blaze it too.
Bless up DJ Bone.
Big up yourself. Happy 2021, Shaka Warrior.
Always, man. Blaze it, Courtney Mac.
Well, go on.
Have the whole eye relax. And we they can't stop.
Of course. And you know, we not flop.
Whoa!
Then pop.
Whoa! Blaze it, make it burn it, you know?
Oh, you doing, Shaka? You're a farmer too, not true?
Straight.
Yeah.
So, you used to provide food and stuff for the hotel, or you just do your thing?
Yeah, man, just do my thing, man.
Yeah, how was 2020 for you?
Well, man, I tell you, it's a mixed reaction, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah? How so?
Yeah, man, but we just keep the vineyard clean, you see me, I say?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you don't know. Look into 21 when I'm wrong.
See him, so.
Want to release a new song.
You see that now?
And nobody take too long.
Yeah, you don't know that's the plan.
That are the plan.
Whoa!
I'm so easy.
All right, big up yourself, of course, and all the best for 2021.
Big up Philadelphia Center. Know you mean, man?
Yeah, man. Printer. Bless up my daughter, Samaya. Bless up my princess, Janet. You see me, I say?
Yeah, man. Big up Janet. Hey, Janet, can't send greetings to you, you see, man. Big up Janet.
Yeah, man. Always tune in, man.
The whole Philadelphia Center and crew, big up yourself.
Yeah, it's great to have
you. Yeah, man. You don't know the whole of Crook City. Bless up my friend Lena shop. You see me, I say?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, I'm blessed up city down at Dunbar. There's 100 bag. You see me, I say?
All right, then.
VN, you see me, I say? The whole of Brownstone Locking, Bamboo,
Yeah.
Boxer, Miros, you don't know. Valleys.
I tell you.
Big up yourself every time.
Shane, I tell you something. It's always good to hear you. My boss?
Yeah,
keep
man.
it up, Shaka Warrior.
Stay safe too.
I will, man. I will for my number one, man.
All the time, every time.
Respect. Every time. Big up. Shaka Warrior.
All right. You don't know, same say.
Getting ready to get out of here, brother.
Now we are get ready for wrap up.
Yeah, but I say, as you know, as I was saying, this was a year of diversifying.
Yes, it was, Bones.
Planning
Definitely.
properly. A lot of people achieved a lot of things, but sometimes the only time some people achieve is when they're against the wall.
Absolutely.
You're put under pressure. And I've always said to people that the minute you hear that you're comfortable is the day you stagnate.
True.
No growth is in comfort.
True.
You gotta push.
It's also a time where a lot of folks really get the opportunity to do some soul searching and look into themselves and see where they could do better in many things, including spending more time with family and friends and loved ones.
And spending money too.
And just blend. I want to listen, some people probably say them save a little too.
What do you mean if you want to save?
So I mean, so it was a very interesting year, and altogether, I mean, I'm sure there was some good in it from, when you look into most aspects. I mean, it can't be just all, we were very sorry and we were unhappy with how certain things turned, but definitely other persons were, achieving.
I tell you the truth, you're right. I mean, there was a lot of bad in terms of the industries that got affected and people who got affected.
And people getting laid off and, persons not being able to leave home because of certain situations.
Some
and,
had illnesses.
And of course, the children who weren't able to go to school as how they'd like, and the teachers and parents and all of these factors.
But one of the things, I've spoken to some people who got laid off, and the layoff was a blessing for them.
See that?
Because they had a business idea a long time, but the
was
security of the job didn't make them actually take the risk and jump.
And now they said,
and now they had no choice. So when that happened, they just went into it, and they're doing well. So things happen for a reason. So you have to look at positive, even in the negative.
Definitely.
There's always some there.
For sure. Good time to just big up the entire team, making sure that the EBUZZ was possible. Of course, big up to our producer for this evening, Sandrika Masters. Big up yourself as always.
Want to say special thanks to our DJ, Lollipop.
Technical operator for this evening. Also, our telephone operator, Karen Thomas.
Right, and of course, Peter Broadba.
Cooler, man. And of course, you don't know, we see Tristan Wilson. Big up yourself as
man,
well.
Yes,
The
everybody.
entire team, the whole team, because there's something going, of course. And thank you so much for all the persons who were a part of the features.
Thanks, Denyque, of course. Thanks, Tony Rebel.
Thanks to
I-Octane. Thanks to everyone.
Thanks to the entire person. Anyway, they're in the corner, block the ends. We say thank you for tuning in, all right?
So we have Muta Baruko that's coming up next. Join us next week for another exciting edition of the EBUZZ. I'm DJ Bones.
And I'm Courtney Mack.
We out. Muta is up.
Who are the leader? I am. Who are the breeder? Never know.